routine. I'm going to start by priming my face using the Rimmel London Fix and Perfect Primer in 002. You only need a little bit, like a sweet pea size amount, like that much. I just started using this primer, and I kind of like it, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to repurchase it or not. And you just kind of dot it off everywhere your face. And you just rub it in until you kind of feel that it's tacky and applied everywhere. And you just let it sit for a second. Alright, like a minute. Alright. And I am currently using the Smashbox Studio Skin 15 Hour Wear Hydrating Foundation in the shade 1.2. I love that this foundation has a pump. And I just kind of dot it all over the skin. Like that. Then I will just switch it over to this side and just go to town, blending. And it's okay if your foundation doesn't cover your blemishes and stuff. That's what they make concealer for. And I still have some left over on the back of my hand that I will just do a little coat. I have a lot of redness around my nose and in the center of my cheeks. And I don't like it, but I mean, you gotta learn to love your flaws. I mean, you can cover them up. Alright, and when I blend it in the center of my face, I will just bring it down my neck a little bit, just to blend it in. This foundation is near a perfect match to me, but I still do this step. Alright. And my face is just a little extra red today. I don't know if you can tell, I have, on my screen, it kind of looks really white, my face does. So I'm hoping that this video turns out okay, because this is the second time I've tried to film it. And I kind of just went crazy. But I will just cover up the redness a little bit more. This is just what I do, and this is my steps. Feel free to alter these steps to suit your skin and your needs. Comment down below if you want me to do a look using the Tartelette and Bloom palette. It's my favorite eyeshadow palette. And when you get done blending, I will take my Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. I'm in the shade Light Warm. And I will just conceal up under my eyes. And I'll only use one side for one half of my face and the other side on the other half of my face. Just so I know that I'm using the same amount of concealer on both sides, so one side isn't more covered than the other. Alright, and I'll just take the pointy end to my beauty blender and go to town blending. I blend back and forth, and then I blend down, just to give me some more coverage on my cheeks. And the more you conceal back and forth, or bounce back and forth, I'm sorry, I can't talk today, it's been a long day. The more you bounce back and forth, the more it kind of confuses your concealer and helps it to not crease. This concealer is already good at not creasing, but it just gives me a little extra wiggle room before I set it with the powder. And sometimes I don't even pick up my beauty blender. I just go straight over my nose. Alright. If I'm not breaking out particularly bad in a day, then I will just use the same Urban Decay concealer and I will just dot it where I am having a little breakout. I would usually say don't use the actual applicator to the concealer to apply it right on your blemishes, but none of these are active bumps. They're just red marks. So I won't spread bacteria doing that. And I'll just blend them out with my beauty blender real fast. And I will go straight in. This is the RMCA powder. I just put it in this L'Oreal container because the RMCA container is stupid and you have to pour it into something. Alright, and with the powder, I will just look up, make sure I don't have any creases, and go right in with the powder. And I pretty much bake my whole face because I don't want it to move anywhere during the day. And I'll look up, tap it out, get a little bit of powder, and then wherever I concealed, I'll just put powder right over that too, so it stays all day. And wherever I don't put this loose powder, I will put the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Powder because I need all the help with the hiding pores as I can get. And I just kind of dip it and dab it. This is the only dabbing I do. And just baking helps to keep your makeup on, your foundation on all day. I don't go a day without baking my face. Alright, and you just let that set for a minute or two. If you're doing this in the morning and you're running late, just go ahead and go get dressed while the powder is on your face. Alright, and whenever I feel like I'm done baking, I'll just use a fluffy brush. This one is actually from Rite Aid, and I love it. And you just, there's no specific way to brush powder off your face. You just brush the powder off your face. And you make some really attractive faces while you're brushing the powder off your face. Alright, and now that we're all powdered and fresh, I will take my Hoola bronzer from Benefit. It's my favorite bronzer. And I will take the Morphe E4 brush and I'll just swirl it in there. And I don't necessarily contour and I don't necessarily bronze every day. I kind of do a step in between. And I start right here. You make a little fishy face to find the hollows of your cheek. And I start right there. And I will take the smaller side and just put it right in the hollow. And I will just swirl and kind of bronze and contour at the same time. Alright, and then whenever you do bronze, you want to bronze wherever the sun naturally hits you. So right here at your forehead, right at the top of your cheeks, and a little bit right here. So that's where I put mine. Thinking about doing like a cream contour versus powdered contour video soon. And just for a little added step, I use this bronzer as a pre-blush, and I'll just smile and put it right on the apples of my cheeks just to give me a little color, because I don't use a lot of blush. I actually use like a dark kind of, I don't know if you can see that, like a peachy bronzy beach blush. I can't talk today. I'm so sorry. Alright, and I'm going to use my Tarte and Nicole Concealing brushes. This is the blush brush in it. And I will just, I don't really use this light shade, but I really like the two darker shades. And I would just swirl it in there and tap it off. and you want to smile. And with my face shape, blush looks good on the apples of my cheek, but I also sweep it back a little. So I'll focus it on the apples of my cheeks. I know I look weird. I just focus it on the apples of my cheeks and just sweep it back. So like, pat, pat, sweep. Alright. And that's pretty much it for blush and bronzer. Alright. My favorite part is highlighting. I use the Wet n Wild highlighters. And this color is Precious Petals. It's my favorite. As you can tell, I've hit pan. I love it. I love it so much. I do mix highlighters. I'm going to mix this one and the Anastasia highlighter in Starlight. So I just kind of swirl it in this one, and I'm going to swirl it in this one. And you ready for this? Boom. Wow, right? If you don't have either of these highlighters, go get one. They are bomb. Bomb.com. Ready? Look, no highlighter. Holy cow. Love it. Highlighting is my favorite part. I swear. If I say it once, I say it a million times. Highlighting is my favorite. And I'm using the Morphe M310 fan brush. It's also my favorite. And I will also highlight down the bridge of my nose and right above my lip. And don't worry if you get it on your lip, just go ahead and put lipstick or lip gloss or whatever right on it. Alright, and that's pretty much it for my foundation. I'm pretty easy going with it. And I will also spritz my face with MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. I will, you know, just hold your hand out and spritz your face real good. I don't go overboard because this stuff's kind of expensive, but I mean, one day I might be able to afford going overboard with it. But as for now, I just spritz a little bit. I mainly focus like across my cheek and nose area. I'll spray my chin and my forehead, but this is the area I focus on most. Alright, and I think that's it. Thank you so much for watching. This was my everyday foundation routine. Make sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.